Were you surprised that you came in and, you're only here for a short spell and you win the Champions League? Did it sort of take you by surprise, or could you see this coming?
Well, if you play knockout already, and Frank did a fantastic group stage, so we were in knockouts, and then you play in Champions League, and then you get the Spanish #1 with Atletico in this moment was very, very tough, and you play so convincingly, and you deal so good with the pressure and with the demands of the game. You feel, or you like deep inside, genuinely, you have a sense of, can we go this way?
Yeah.
But it created so much trust, this knockout, and already the first weeks. And the feeling was so good that we gained so much trust of games in Tottenham, of a win in Liverpool, of a win against like I said, against Atletico Madrid. That from there on, we did not think too far, but it gave us a lot of belief and trust for the upcoming challenges.
You mentioned Frank Lampard, and it's funny, on our programme we kind of alluded to the fact that you're kind of the sort of the new girlfriend of your best mate that kind of comes in, and you want to hate them, but we love you. It's like that kind of, because everyone loved Frank Lampard. So yeah. How difficult was that when you came in, knowing that you were coming into a club where everyone did love the previous manager?
I actually said to the board in the first phone call, are you sure of doing this? Because
really?
They will not like you, and maybe he deserves more time. Because when I think about Chelsea, I think about Frank Lampard, John Terry, Petr Cech, Didier Drogba. I think about him in the very first moment. He embodies everything what Chelsea is for: hard work, aggressive player, a big leader. But at the same time a normal guy, always on the pitch, and such a team player. So a true legend. But I clearly understood that the choice is more or less made, and it was like the chance, take it or leave it. And then I hoped for a fair chance with the players, because of course if you step in, there is not everybody happy from 22 players, and you cannot expect everybody to be happy with him being the manager gone, because he for sure had a very good group stage, and he had good results and good performances, and sometimes he was also simply unlucky, what the data showed to us. But I said very early, listen guys, I did not push him out. I'm just here now to continue the way in the matter I can do it, because I can do it only in my way, and let's try to be open and give us a chance together, and from there we go. Like I said, I'm in a top club. What I experienced from day one was a fantastic support in the club, super organized, a lot of support, top quality support, and a strong group on the field, which was a pleasure to work every day with, and it's like this since day one.
What's going on?
It's nice that you like me, by the way.
We love you. Me and Darren absolutely love you, so that's good. Look, you talk about your players and the camaraderie that you've got. What's all this business about the Backstreet Boys? You with your training session, you made them sing "There's the Spice Girls" or the Backstreet Boys. Is this your favourite band? I just wondered.
No, that was just the first band that came up to my mind. I think they had to do it in pre-season.
Yes.
Yes, because they lost the competition which was going on. So it was of a bit of a, we had very intense training sessions, and then one afternoon we did these silly games that they love, like putting a ball to the crossbar and then curling them from the sideline, and then stuff like this. And they did this in a team competition. And in the end, one team had to lose, of course, and I said, okay, you will perform.
Did they do it?
They did, but quality was bit poor, but bit poor, honestly.
Yeah, I can imagine. Look, you talk about the way that you've got them together and you've knitted them together, and that they really, respect you and obviously work hard for you.
No.
If you look back on your time, I don't know, 30 years down the line, what sort of manager will you be? What would you want to leave as a legend? Are you somebody? Because you take risks. You're not scared to take risks. We saw that with the Villarreal game. Yeah. What will go down as your legacy?
Wow, this is a big one. I don't know. I try to live in the moment, and why? Not because of a big approach and for life in general, but because I know how precious it is in a football team, in a football club, to take care about what you have. If you are the leader and the manager, You have to lead by example. You have to become in a good mood. You have to be in a good mood. You have to bring out your best. You have to go out of bed early to be ready to prepare the team in the best manner. Some of them needs a hug. Some of them needs a serious talk. Some of them needs criticism. They need a video session. They need whatever. And you have to take care about this. And once you get carried away in your thoughts and in your perspective on where am I in all of this, and what is my legend here, this is just distraction. So because I think that every little detail matters, and how we are with each others, and are we like when I go now after this interview and I eat with some boys, like how do they behave to the guys from the kitchen, and we have to take care about this, that we are also a nice group and a respectful group, and then we are a hard fighting group on the pitch and a hard to play against group. And this needs all my attention, which is maybe a good thing, because then you don't get distracted. But when you mention like to take risks, I think this is very natural when you're convinced. It does not seem like a risk. Sometimes I'm even shocked from after a game what we did, and by the reactions, like when my parents call me and say, what did you do? Why did you do this? Because inside it was a process, and a long process, and that's what I mean by this support. We will always trust our gut, and we will always do what is necessary in the game.
So how hard is it? Because I mean, I know you had to be in a hotel, didn't you, for a while, and I think your family are with you now. How important is it to have kind of your family around you, and do you get down to them? Because you sound like you're not intense, but you live, breathe.
I'm quite intense. Yeah.
Okay, you're intense.
Yes, I'm quite intense.
So how do you get away from football?
It's so easy when my family is here, because my two daughters are here, and little daughters, and the dog, and then it's super easy. And when you mentioned I was in the hotel, it was kind of tough, because I missed my family a lot. At the same time, it was like coming, and the next game was already one day later. So it felt also like going really into a tunnel. There was like lockdown, so there was no distraction. I was with my 3 assistant coaches. Wow. So we were like a gang of 4 guys, like the nerds, nice. Like about football. But there was also no distraction, and for a certain degree, it felt also like a freedom, because there was full focus on this. There was no need to look for a house, no need to look for school, no need to get involved in any organization. It was about just this. Yeah.
In terms of the football side of things, you've got Romelu Lukaku this weekend coming back. How has his presence changed the squad at all, or has it changed the squad? Has he just come in and got on with it?
Very smoothly, because he's a super nice guy. He knows the club, which helps us a lot in this process. And I feel the group very happy to have him. I feel the group happy to have him on the pitch and have him in the dressing room. And this is why we opted for him, and why we fought for him, and why he fought hard to come to us. He wants to have this kind of influence on other people, on his teammates, because he's now in that age where it's natural to take responsibility of also in the team process, and not only for his actions on the field, which he clearly does. So it feels very, very good, and now we have to prove, the manager needs to prove that he finds a good constellation, and the players need to prove that it's a good fit, but we're positive about it.
The bar, you kind of set it here.
Yeah.
So what's this season? Is it, it has to be the title, it has to be Champions League again? How'd you raise that bar?
Yeah, we raised the bar. Cannot be a disadvantage now, because if you raise the bar low, it can also create a lot of trouble in football. So it's better to raise the bar high. So we don't want to have now the negative effect from it. But it creates also expectations. It creates demands. But I hope we don't get affected by it too much from outside. I know what I demand from myself, which is always the highest level. I know what the team can produce and demand from. They are very, very ambitious. They are really competitors. And we said pretty open last season, the thing we are doing now and the results we are producing now, we will be the first to expect the same results and performances from us next season, and from the very first start. So I think we need to be honest, to accept that we were fourth in last season. So we have to close the gap to Liverpool, Manchester United and Manchester City. And we want to do this from day one. And then let's see. I think nobody of the first four is shy to admit that they have the highest expectations in any competition they play. But I think you will find nobody who says nothing else but the title is not a success, because you have to put it into perspective. So to say now what is the big success in May, I think this is simply not possible. And if we would try it, it makes us just like, it will be a pure distraction. But we demand the very best from us.
Okay.
Yeah, we demand here still, and we want to still play hungry and with the same ambition. Nothing has changed. After a big success, you have to start from scratch. This is what top-level sports is all about, and this is what we love it for.
Brilliant.
Good.
Lovely to meet you in the flesh.
Same.
Thank you so much.